how did you know what to do? Like, how to protest something?
We didn't. We made a ton of mistakes. We argued with each other. We weren't intersectional enough. We called our meetings powwows.
Oh, no. But you're glad you did it all, right?
Of course. What are you gonna do, nothing?
Welcome back to Late Night. We're here with Amy Poehler. The movie's really great, and one of the things you absolutely nailed it with was this young cast that's in the film.
Yeah.
They're just incredible.
They're so incredible. And, they work so hard, and I was able to work them so hard. I mean, none of them had kids or anything. So I would just, every time they finished, I would just go, again, do it again, do it better, do it faster, do it younger. And it was so great.
So maybe a bit of a contrast to your directing of Wine Country.
Yeah, Wine Country was like, please don't leave. Guys, we only have a few more hours. Please focus. Guys, the set's over there. No, we can't go to dinner yet.
Hey, this is a movie about a daughter who finds her mom's old zines and decides to protest a certain behavior at school. We both have educators in our family, and I think that's sometimes hamstrung being protest forward. Were you a rabble-rouser in school?
No, people have asked me this question a lot. Were you rebellious in high school? And I sadly was not really at all. And I kind of feel like you and I might share similar stories because your mom was a teacher too. My mom was a teacher at my high school. She was literally around the corner. So, I mean, I occasionally, graffitied something, but it was like school sponsored rocks that we were allowed to spray paint.
I want to talk about one of your friends. I know you've worked with her in things like Parks and Rec. Kathryn Hahn just had this incredible moment in WandaVision, and she's always amazing. But has your friendship with her made you think that you would like to find your way into the Marvel Universe?
Thank you for asking, Seth. Yes, Kathryn Hahn is a living legend and one of the best actresses we have around, and she's incredible. But I do feel like there's a lot of room in the Marvel Universe for people who could just be like the helpers. And I feel like, I think I could be Brie Larson's like, I don't know, like bossy sister who's not in the biz or something. Who's just like, they're like, Gretchen, what do you want? And she's like, I don't know, like, what are you guys doing? Like, you want me to turn on the lasers? Like, I feel like there could be somebody who's turning on the lasers. Because you never see that. You never see who's turning things on and off.
Right.
Who's closing up the headquarters at night. And I feel like, and I'm so jealous of all these mother down in Australia right now.
A lot of movies shooting in Australia.
Everyone's like, I'm on the set of Thor. And it's like, no, I'm on the set of Thor. And it's so nice down here. And we don't even care about COVID. It's like, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. So I propose a small indie Marvel thing shoots near my house. And I could play somebody's sister who is in charge of turning on the lasers. That's all I'm saying.
Gotcha. So just let's say I'm Kevin Feige at Marvel, and you're auditioning for Captain Marvel's older sister, Karen.
Gretchen,
And we'd love
Karen.
you to.
Come
What?
on, Seth, not Karen.
So
Wow.
sorry. That's how it was written in the
It's
comics,
Karen?
and we're
Well,
not
then
going to
that's gonna
change
be
it.
a pass.
What?
Because my agent didn't tell me her name was Karen. I thought it was Gretchen. If it's Karen, no, thank you.
Great.
Okay? And can I talk to the manager because nobody told me that her name was Karen. Okay, my agent didn't tell me, so I'd like to speak to somebody about changing her name.
Well, it's
I'd
just
like
this is Marvel. We don't have a manager.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll wait until I get the Marvel manager. Thank you so much.
Okay, so your audition for Gretchen. We would
Yeah.
love. So Captain Marvel is going off. She's going off to fight in space, and we
Yeah.
would just love like what you think an older sister would say on her way out.
Be careful, Captain Marvel. Be careful. I mean, you don't have to go. Is that good?
That was really good. Do you think I mean, you wouldn't, so if Thor, if they found a part for you in Thor, you wouldn't go to Australia?
Okay, if they found a part for me in Thor, I'd be on a friggin' plane in 2.2 seconds. But I want to tell you something else about Australia. And, this is something that you'll be excited about. Remember a couple years ago, the cave rescue, the boys they lived, and
Yes.
I talked about it on your show. Well, the great Ron Howard is making a film about it. Guess who is cast today as some of the cave rescuers? Are you ready?
Yes.
Joel Edgerton,
Great.
Colin Farrell,
Oh,
Viggo Mortensen.
oh my God. I
And
mean,
guess where they're shooting it? Guess where they're shooting it?
Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guess what I'm playing?
Who?
The Cave. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I don't know. My agent has a call in. I'm excited. I'm gonna be like, "What are you guys doing here?" That's down in Australia. I know what's happening down there.
Oh my God. So that's so exciting. So Mortensen, Farrell, Edgerton, and You're the Cave.
I knew I was going to see that film because I love that story, but I didn't know I was going to be excited about that film. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know I was going to be in the front row for that film. I mean, those three,
I mean, that's like where it's worth getting stuck in a cave for if they're going to show up.
you know what? You're right. And think of how much arguing is going to happen between the three of them. We're going to be like, we got to go this way. No, we got to go this way.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they're gonna,
There's
yeah, two
only
of them
one
definitely.
thing they're going to agree on, which is we got to get those kids out of that cave.
Right. And then one of them's going to be like, or push him in more. You're going to be like, get out of here. We don't want to push him in more. I don't know. When I saw that, I was like, I want you to know that when I read that today, I was like, this is our relationship. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to tell Seth on his show that they cast the Cave movie.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
those are three those are three classics for me. I mean, that ticks all the boxes.
Those guys, come on.
I mean,
Think of just the well.
I bet
now,
there's gonna
now
be-
I'm just yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of like that thing that I know you love, guys with like their like scuba masks, but then they have to put them up here to talk. You'd
And
love
their
that.
hair flips out a little bit, and then you're right. There's gonna be so much scuba mask, object work. I mean, this is where, no offense, Seth, you'd
Yeah.
flounder because you're not good with props.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm so glad those boys were saved, and I'm very, very excited about that casting. And I think that you should do your show from Australia.
I think it would be great. Just for like, we'll do Cave Week. We're going to do it from inside a cave, and all the guests are going to have to swim in. So the only way onto set is through a tunnel that's full of water.
Yeah.
So only really good swimmers can be on.
You know, like in those pools, like in Florida, where you can have like the table in the pool, you have your cocktail in there. That's where your desk should be. And then you have people swim in. That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah. All right. So we'd love to have you for Cave Week in Australia to promote your new film.
I would absolutely love to be. I'll already have been there because I'm going to be working on that movie.
I love you very much. Congrats on Moxie. Thanks for being here.
I love you, buddy. It's great to see you. I miss you very much.
Come back to New York soon. Moxie is available on Netflix now.